Alright guys, it's that time of the day again, and by that I mean 12:58. It's time for Dota. It's time for Echo League, and it is time for SaltySeaSalt versus Game 2. Now, if you weren't here to catch Game 1, then lucky you. No, I'm kidding. Because it was a great game. It was just long. We went for about 70 minutes before finally took it in at the end. Definitely by no fault to SaltySeaSalt. They played exceptional throughout the game. In fact, both teams played exceptional. But I was saying in the last cast that when it gets down to that extreme length, then any single mistake or misplay or exception play is amplified tenfold, and it really makes the difference. So, they open with a Darkseer. We saw it before. It was solid. It worked. They are going to give a bit of a respect ban to the Magnus. So they're not going to. SaltySeaSalt are not going to be able to get that. He got a lot of good RPs. The Refresher Orb in the late game. There was some amazing stuff going on. My brain couldn't even keep track of what was happening. It was that amazing. Sand King for SaltySeaSalt. That's good. We saw that as well in the previous game. It seems to be a staple of theirs. And now someone in chat mentioned stand-ins. I don't think that is stand-in for SaltySeaSalt, and it is definitely not a stand-in for ? He just forgot to change his name. Oh, good. I went down the wrong pipe. That doesn't feel good. Okay. On the back of that, I'm gonna have a little time to plug myself here while we wait for the second pick. Game 1 was awesome. I had a lot of fun casting it, as long as it did take. And hopefully a lot of you guys in chat and watching the game in the future had a lot of fun watching that as well. If you did have a lot of fun and you thought it was good, you think that I'm somebody you might want to be watching, do hit me up with a follow on Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There is new content out there every single day, often more than one game every day. Sometimes I do multiple series. I have a co-caster that I am working with. He's not here right now. He's still in bed because he's a lazy bastard. I can't with stuff every single day. Not just Echo League. Sometimes I do pubs, sometimes I do pro games, just whatever's on. I just love Dota, and I want to get as much of it out there as I can. So, if you do give me a follow on Twitch, that'd be super useful, because not only are you going to get the notification when I go live and you'll be able to hang out in the chat and have a good time, but you'll be able to support me by getting me ever closer to that Twitch affiliate that I'm working for, that allow me to start to make a little bit of an income off streaming, which is really what I want to do for the long run. But anyway, enough selling out. Let's run some ads. Not really. Let's talk about these picks. So, what we have is a Dazzle and a Jakiro. Dazzle and Sand King, no, I wouldn't say there's any sort of intrinsic combo there. And neither really with Jakiro. They're just looking to get their... it looks like SaltySeaSalt, they really like to get their support duo out the gate quickly. And that way they can build around their cores. Now they do a respect ban for Puck, obviously being quite a nuisance in that later game. And question mark ban out the Legion Commander. Obviously don't want to have that Legion duel with the Shallow Grave. That's always kind of annoying to go up against. And then they ban out the Huskar combo with the Dazzle. So yeah, it makes sense. Some sensible bans here. Jakiro is going to offer them a decent amount of push as well as D-push. So question mark are going to be fairly strong in terms of tower control, which is good because it might mean games will go pretty quick. So we'll see what SaltySeaSalt grab for their third pick. We're starting to run a little bit low on reserve time for them. Lifestealer. So, I do quite like Lifestealer with this current draft, how it's looking. Combos decently well with Sand King. The Burrow Strike offering a pretty good Lifestealer sort of Lifestealer carrier. Lifestealer taxi. Not only that, but he can walk through anything that Jakiro does, because even Jakiro's stun is very, very easy to telegraph, because after the ice path is formed, it doesn't actually activate for like half a second. So you have plenty of time to hit that rage. Obviously Darkseer, that vacuum's not going to affect him, the wall not going to affect him, he doesn't care about it. He's going to be able to sail through everything. He's got his Impel BKB, so it is quite strong. We'll see if question mark do try to counter it with, say, I don't know, something like a Troll or an Ursa. I would say also counters a Lifestealer, though with the Dazzle on the team and a Sand King, it becomes a little bit dangerous. Tusk is the pick. So it looks like Jakiro Tusk is going to be the support combo. It may be somewhat of a block pick as well. They don't want to... yeah, it might be a kind of block pick. I doubt it. But Jakiro and Tusk is actually pretty good. Tusk can set up and kind of corral the enemy heroes into such a way where it is very, very good for Jakiro's, some of his area-based abilities, specifically Macropire. It does a ton of damage. If you can get someone to stand in it. Now, Ogre Magi on SaltySeaSalt is going to be nice for everybody, basically. Another stun, some more slow, some crowd control, and that awesome Bloodlust for the Lifestealer. Just going to help him out. Thanks so much for the follow, KFu, KGFu. I don't know. I can't pronounce your name. I'm bad at that. But thanks very much, man. It means a lot. Question mark. Invoker is the pickup. Is a good hero. That's basically all I can say. He's got a massive skill ceiling. I haven't seen question marks Invoker player, but let's hope we get some sick combos. I'm talking about Meteor into Sunstrike, push them back into exactly where the Sunstrike's going to hit, and then pick them up with the Tornado and Cold Snap as comes back. I'm like, this guy, I want him to be so good. I want him to keep a fire extinguisher next to the keyboard in case it catches on fire from his sick APM. Faceless Void. To ground myself back in reality. Faceless Void is the last pick for question mark. Now, this is a really nice pick as well. I like this. Jakiro, awesome combo with the Void, able to just chuck down a Macropire inside that Chronosphere, as well as Invoker can always chuck his spells inside it. Gonna be great against a Lifestealer. And Queen of Pain is the last pick on SaltySeaSalt. Queen of Pain against the Invoker, I think, is probably Queen of Pain favoured, although it will heavily depend on individual skill of the Invoker usually, and if there's any support, stuff like that. Just because Invoker can be a little bit tough to play in that early game, but we'll see how he does. I've got high hopes. So again, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry, SaltySeaSalt. You guys are great. This is my 4th game of you that I've casted, and seriously, you're like a son to me. I see you like a younger brother or a good neighbor. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to go with question marks draft. I think this Faceless Void Jakiro Invoker combo, it just offers so much damage and lockdown. That's gonna get through even the BKB, the innate BKB of Lifestealer. So, yeah, we'll see. Alright. We are in the game. Oh, there's the immediate Sunstrike, but oh, guys. We're not giving anything away. We're all invisible. We're all smoked up. So, is this... Is this the fancy one? Oh no, this is the new one. I just didn't recognize that little green orb. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, this is the one. If he had the headpiece on, it'd be like the tentacly one. I do believe. Anyway, enough about the cosmetics. We've got a Ward Scout here in the mid lane. That's going to be a 300 gold to whoever gets the D-Ward. Queen of Pain's going to grab Totango's middle and be ready to go. Lifestealer in the top lane. Actually, let's do the introductions here. So, Jonajai. No, Jonajai? I think so. I really should have asked him how to say it. Speaking of, this guy's actually a caster. He casts for Echo League now and then. Have a look at him. Maybe you'll like his content. If you like mine, maybe you'll like his as well. I think he does more of an analytical style of cast. We might even do some co-casting together. Who knows? Anyway, he's going to be playing the Tusk. Penguin is on the Invoker, starting off with this Exhort build. JW is our Darkseer in the offlane. Faceless Void played by Song. Starting off with that PMS and some tangos. And Test is our Jakiro for the Radiant. On the other side we have F-God is mad. On this Dazzle, running away from it. Oh, an Ion Shell creep. Pardon me. OCJ on this Queen of Pain. Don't drop. On the Sand King, starting off with Caustic Finale being a real pain in the butt against this Faceless Void. Xavius on Lifestealer, and finally Ogre Magi being played by Sheephage. I'm assuming those are E's instead of 3's, like the Weeha kind of dealio, but maybe it's 3 page. I'm gonna go with that. So as I was saying here, this Caustic Finale that Don't Drop has already leveled at 1 is just such a pain to lane against as a melee character. Oh no, they've found Jakiro here in the side. Song's gonna beat up this Invoker. He says, don't touch my dragon. He's my special friend. But Don't Drop's gonna come forward. He's gonna come through the bottom of the ground, getting some nice caustic damage onto Faceless Void, but it's not going to be enough to kill anybody. Oh no, there's the time lock. Invoker's going to go down to the Queen of Pain, actually. I didn't see that one coming. And then in the bottom lane as well, Ogre does go down, but it looks like they're going to trade out Sand King. Ooh. Okay, that just kind of some crazy stuff just happened. We just got a 2 for 2 across the map. Probably about even, though the Invoker did go down. That's not ideal. Blink Fault from the Queen of Pain doing nicely, but oh, there's a snowball. She might have to be careful here. She doesn't have Blink available. You don't have Blink? Oh, it was on cooldown. It's very, very long at the level 1. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound so accusatory there. But level 1, Blink, you gotta be really careful with it. If you pull the trigger too early, it really could turn around on you. Ogre Mage, I went for full beat you down with this Orb of Venom and some nice regen. She's gonna be able to trade blows very decently, being this incredibly tanky hero. Invoker, not doing that great. Last hit's heavily favouring Queen of Pain here. 20 to 5 to 7-1. Pretty insane. Blink forward dagger. No, I'm sorry, I missed the dazzle kill up in the top lane here. Yep, Slick Slime, you are right. I just didn't want to play favourites, but we all know towers win games. Just like if there was an Arcana in this game, there was an Arcana last game, Juggernaut had the Arcana. Guess who won? Skins get wins. Coincidence? I think not. Anyway, 4 for 2 across the map. Queen of Pain really up there in terms of this farm, even after a kill was gotten by the Invoker on her. Tusk is in the area. He has a shards and a snowball, but this handy dandy little ward right here, whoop, sees everything you're doing, buddy. You need to be up here on the high ground, otherwise we can see everything. There's no secret here. The cat's out of the bag, as they say. Faceless Void doing a lot better of a time in this bottom lane than I expected, and they are running him as a core. Okay, taunt. I like that taunt. Jono G. Okay. Thank you, Slick Slime. I'm sorry, man. I've been mispronouncing your name. I'm a white Australian. A tub of yogurt has more culture than I do, so don't expect that much from me. I'm sorry, but I'll endeavour to learn names as much as I can. Anyway, ball forward onto the Sand King in this bottom lane. Time dilation is going to come in. Oh, Sun Strikes is right on the mark. Gets a kill. And given Invoker a little bit of money. Kind of making up for his, I think, probably subpar, or at least compared to the Queen of Pain performance in this mid lane. Dazzle chucking out poison onto the Darkseer. He might be in a pickle here because he's trapped on both sides. Oh no, this is the nightmare here. There's nothing you can do. Oh no. What? Okay. In the mid lane, we have a kill for a kill. Tusk dying. No, not Tusk dying. Queen of Pain dying to Invoker. Then Invoker and Tusk killing Queen of Pain. So it is... Invoker does get the favourable trade there because he gets the XP for the death. Okay, I'm not sure what these guys are doing, but don't get any ideas. They're just going to be heading middle, trying to combo possible with this Queen of Pain. Ooh, there's another ball forward onto her. She used a blink to get in here, so it's kind of looking dangerous. Ogre Magi, he doesn't have enough mana, but he does now. They're looking okay. Queen of Pain gets the kill with a scream of pain. Funny that. And let's have a look at the net worth. She's actually quite high above there. She's been last hitting a lot better. Granted, is the animation and the damage on Queen of Pain is a lot nicer than Invoker's, but it may come back to haunt him later on in the game where, you know, he's wondering how this Queen of Pain, or they're wondering how this Queen of Pain got so farmed, got so big, got a Veil at 8 minutes 10 seconds. Probably because he skipped points in Blink to get Queen of Pain and get more damage, you know what I mean. Sand King heading for this, Blink Dagger next. We'll see, Faces Forward getting his boots nice and quick. Oh, another attack onto the Sand King. No Sandstorm to disjoint something like that Ignite, which is usually always worth a value point. Now, I should mention the mid lane tower. Crazy pressure coming out from Queen of Pain. No damage at all onto her tower. And Darkseer is cutting the lane. Interesting. Just put the Iron Shell on yourself and walk around under it. Now, with Invoker out here, oh no, I missed a kill on the bottom lane. First Chronosphere of the game onto the Dazzle. Looks like they need an easy target. Now, Ogre Magi is going to get chased down. He's slowed. He's going to use some abilities. He's going to try and get away. There's the Ith Path. It gets the kill. Ooh. Queen of Pain going to be getting a kill on Invoker here. There's nothing she can really do about it. Jagiro's going to be there, but not soon enough. Now, Queen of Pain is probably going to get this tower here. She's been doing so much. SaltySeaSalt taking a decent lead. Like, yeah, that's that mid lane fight there, and the tower going down. Question Mark are going to have to pull something out of the bag. This Invoker, he's behind a lot, by quite a way from this Queen of Pain. Level 10 to level 7, a massive net worth difference. If we have a look here, yeah, she's basically doubling him. In fact, yes, she is. Crazy stuff. Darkseer, he's okay. He's getting that mech. They might be going for a mech tummy. Oh no, he's in a big pickle here. Caught between a rock and a hard place, between a life stealer's murderous hungry jaws and a big old fat ogre. Nowhere to run. Mid lane. Invoker getting a cold snap out onto the Sand King. Sand King actually is getting very close to his blink dagger. He's going to get it at a decent timing. Well, hold on. No, he's died twice, but I guess he's been doing okay. He had a decent time in the bottom lane, getting some good last hits. Now, so hiding in the Roche pit. I guess they're going to pop smoke. The Ice Path's going to come out and see everything. Oh, Macropire. Oh, there's so much damage. It hurts. Queen of Pain, though, coming here with a Scream. They have Faceless Void available. He's just going to defensively Chronosphere. Queen of Pain, the time dilation really hurting her. Nothing's cooling down, so she is just having to run away now. You don't want to use Chrono defensively there. They lose 2 very, very quickly. To a nicely placed Macropire. No, to the Queen of Pain. In fact, no one dies on Salt? Crazy. Yes, Queen of Pain's gonna get... Who'd she get? The Darkseer. Poor little pointy purple man. Salt doing well. In this game, they've just been, question mark, just haven't been taking amazing fights. Kind of letting things slip, and of course the net worth graph is nowhere near as bad as it could be, but it's reflective of the game. 10-10 is the kill score. Armlet of Mordigian picked up soon, so let's see. We're going to be seeing some great toggling here, keeping him safe. Oh, nice. Ice Path. Macropie is available again. And the tower's going to go down. Oh, Queen of Pain. He's in danger here. Damage coming out from Sunstrike. Not enough. In fact, doesn't hit at all. Darkseer going to get chomped down by Lifesteal. And then Jakira is the next target. Doesn't have open wounds up just yet. Nicely done. They commit a lot of heroes here. Everyone apart from the Sand King, actually. But it is worth it. They're getting early pressure onto these towers. Invoker has only really just got his hand to Midas. He's working towards his Aghanim setup, but he's still a long ways away. Not only that, but Darkseer, no mech. Jakiro is still basically got nothing. Tusk, basically got nothing. And Faceless Void, Chronosphere is on a massive, massive cooldown, so they can work around it. While if we have a look at the Dire side, Dazzle, of course, is poor, but so we've got Queen of Pain's got the Veil, Sand King's got the Blink, Lifestealer has the Armlet, and Ogre Magi has the Arcane Boots. They're cheap items, they've been farming well in the lanes, and that's giving them this sort of early advantage. They're not going for this late game stuff. You know, the mid laner doesn't need a Midas. He can just go for that amplified magical damage and go for a way earlier timing. Nice blink forward on Sand King, Burrow Strike onto the Jakiro. There's the open wounds, and there's no stun to follow up. Ooh, and he gets away. Nicely done, knowing that there were no other stuns to come out. Good job. Keeping a cool head. A lot of players are just trying to run away, but as we say that, Darkseer trying to run away. Oh no, now Sand King might have to run away because he gets punched up into the air, doing a double backflip as Tusk gives him an uppercut, sends him into the stratosphere. Fights in the bottom lane. Faceless Void silenced up. Oh my goodness, Queen of Pain with such an early Orchid. This is kind of unprecedented here. She's doing extremely, extremely well. Look at that net worth just pulling out above everybody else. The Orchid, I think, catching Void off guard. He wasn't expecting someone to be farmed that early. A little bit of apple juice. That's what really keeps you in the game. I was considering having a Red Bull, but I actually do want to sleep after this, so I'm not going to do that. Now we do have a Chronosphere available for this Faceless Void. We've seen him use it on fairly low priority targets. He's not afraid to chuck it out. Basically, is what I'm saying. He's not going to. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different game. I must be. We didn't see our Faceless Void last game. Oh, my brain. It's all over the place. I'm sorry. Queen of Pain, though, is going to be a very good lifestealer carrier. He's just going to decide, no, it's too cramped in there. She's too small. And he's going to decide to beat down this tower as well. More pressure on the map coming in from SaltySeaSalt. Currently, they have a 1-2 tower advantage over question mark. It may not be big, but at this early stage of the game, that is a lot of farming that is restricted. Oh no, Jakiro, is he going to be okay yet? Queen of Pain is strong, she has a lot of silence, but she has nowhere to cancel a TP. And that is kind of a theme on SaltySeaSalt. They only have the Sand King and the Ogre Magi that are really able to do it. Dazzle can do it, but not reliably with his Poison Touch. I like that colour coding there, the level 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's quite nice. Do the wave, that's right. Okay, Invoker, he's poor. He's a poor Invoker. You'll get there one day, buddy. Now, I think Invoker's been off the map for quite a while. Let's see, let's check out the vision here. They do have some decent vision of this jungle. Invoker's been really hiding just in these camps. Keeping secret and safe and recuperating all of this farm that he has lost. Now, Sand King, oh no, he's not the target. He is targeting Faceless Void though, and that means no Chronosphere. A nice ultimate from Queen of Pain, dealing a lot of damage to the Radiant side. Jakiro basically pops instantly. They're going to chase after Tusk. It's going to be enough. Sand King will go down on the back line to this little punchy man, but then Queen of Pain blink forward, doing it. Nice work there. Invoker. Oh, that was gross. Invoker in the mid lane killing Dazzle. It's good, but it's not good compared to 4 people on your team dying. We're talking about 2 different kinds of good here. So already a 13 to 16. Queen of Pain continuing to run away with this game. Or run away with the net worth of this game at least. Oh no, but here is the Faceless Void ultimate that we've been waiting for. There is no Macropyre available. They can't get all of this damage. Ogre Magi is going to fall, but Queen of Pain is able to get out with no problem whatsoever. Sand King going to sit right inside this Macropyre. One who wants cooked Scorpion for dinner, Jakiro. A bit of a misuse there. Ooh, fail on the toggle. Does go down. Sand King going to be able to Burrow Strike and then blink his way away. Whew. We're okay. Dazzle heading straight in for that Solar Crest. It's good. It's a good item that requires no mana and increases your own survivability, increases your damage, increases other people's survivability. It's pretty well a good item. It just doesn't give you any heal, which is not so great, but you know, you already have an ability for healing. Anyway, Fire Blast onto Darksail is pretty quick though. He's going to eat a meatball right to the face. Now that's not him that's eating a meatball to the face, it's Ogre Magi that's eating a meatball. You would think Ogre Magi is kind of fat enough to eat that meatball, but no, it's too much for him and he chokes, he throws up everywhere and he dies. He gets food poisoning from that meatball and he keels over and dies. Sand King invisible, has a blink dagger ready. No epicenter, we did see that used quite nicely in the last fight. He's just going to scout out this mid lane. There's obviously no wards here, able to check him out. And Radiant are looking at this middle tower. They kind of want to get the Dire back from some of the things, but Sand King is no longer invisible. He says go. Ooh, a little bit of a misinitiate there. Lifestealer just doesn't really care about this ice wall. Walking through, gets punched up into the air with the dying breath of Tusk. EMP coming out, draining everyone's mana though. Kind of need to get back though. They're just going to decide to Shrine, regenerate his bottom. Lifestealer's probably going to get it. Yep. So the EMP was good. It was a good zoning tool and kind of allows them to get out. Now Invoker's got his Aghanim Scepter ready right now. Considering how he started, that's not a bad timing at all. He just kind of fell back into the jungle and was left alone. SaltySeaSalt, they didn't really try to seek him out and punish him, which might be a problem. It might come back to bite them a little bit. Anywho, Darkseer's mech is completed. And we're going to have Jakiro's Yule Scepter. You know, we're going to get some decent timings on question mark here. Sand King, I think they're kind of baiting them in for something, and then Lifestealer's going to pop out and go all ooga booga. Surprise, I bet you didn't know I was inside here. Dire do scan to make sure there's no one doing a cheeky wraparound move, and they're all smoked. Let's see, do we have Chronosphere? Yes we do, in fact they're still smoked. Very nicely done. He's going to go forward, hit the Queen of Pain with Chronosphere, and little do they know, oh no, it's actually, they're in Sand King. She gets graved up, and this is really nice, but an amazing vacuum. Going to bring them all into the Chronosphere, all into the Macropire, all into the wall, and all into the Meatball, more importantly, and this is just so much damage coming out. 4 for 0 trade, basically nothing. Applause is right, Penguin, because that was an amazing combo you just executed there. Look at that. Chaos Meteor, so strong.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Now they're going to transition this into some tower equalizations, taking our bottom tower, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then maybe a tier 2. Too easy for Arteezy. Yep, very easily. Alacrity, just making short work of it. Blink forward, or time walk forward from the Faceless Void. Not finding much, but now they might have outstayed their welcome. They might try and find this Faceless Void. Oh, just misses him. Very close. Yeah, that's right. Spam some of that chat wheels. That puts them on tilt. That's how we do it. Yeah. Blink forward from Queen of Pain onto the Invoker. This is a big kill. Ooh, nice ice path. Keeping them out. Applause. He's happy about that one. Well done. Alright, SaltySeaSalt, come on. Don't get tilted by that first game. This is still winnable for you, 100%. Nice, bow strike forward, not quite hitting Invoker. Aggressive play, spooking him, asserting your dominance. You know, I could have hit you, but I didn't. Oh, there it goes again. I could have hit you, but I didn't, and this time I had a lifesteal inside me. This time I think it might have been more of a mistake here, so not so great. Faceless Void, oh no, Tusk balling forward onto the Ogre Major. He's kind of pulled out of position here. Lifesteal, oh no, a nice vacuum wall. Gonna do so much there. Chronosphere on the other side. keeping them locked in onto a Macropire, baking them alive. But on the other side, good Sonic Wave and Epicenter really turning around the fights, and Invoker is going to go down, not being the tankiest little wizard in the wizard club. He's dead man. And then they turn their attention to Radiant's Middle Tower, Blightstone from the Lifestealer, and the completed Mithril Hammer, or the completed Daedalus, going to be coming through very soon, going to allow them to get some nice early pressure onto tier 3s, or maybe even Roche if they do decide to go for it. Yeah, okay, Roche is going to be there. Roche is going to be the call. Dazzle has got the Medallion of Courage, so they do have that much at least. He's just going to weave themselves up so they take less damage from Roshan, obviously that's nice. And the Bloodlust does a decent amount of work as well. Uh-oh, but the Sigil scouts it all out. Tornado's thrown in. Ooh, picks up the Scorpion and the Ogre Magi. Ice Pass not going to hit, but ooh, nice shards. Sinking. He's going to have to just blink up a little bit. He's alright. Ooh, Faceless Void's going to be finishing this off. They have to go do something about this. Queen of Pain is invisible. Let's see, are there any wards? Yes, there is. There's one right here. She needs to be careful. Can't walk past there basically, otherwise she's going to get found out in the mid lane. Invoker gets tornadoed up. Is he going to have enough time to get away? No, he's not. A 2 times multicast is going to easily be enough, and they get a quick kill on Jakiro straight afterwards. Now without Invoker and without this crowd control offered by him and some of the damage, I think they're going to be able to take Roshan pretty easily. Yeah, especially since Lifestealer has his brand new Aegis. Faceless Void gonna try to pull some sort of cheeky move, but Sand King is right in the right place at the right time. In fact, even channels up that Epicenter just to make extra sure. Very, very nice. You see, he jumped in, tried to get the steal here, but as soon as Sand King saw that, he knew he'd be going out, so he went around and waited over here. So that when he came out, he was in the correct position to stun. So very, very well done. This is why they're A tier, guys. This is why I'm not A tier, because I don't think of that kind of crap. Queen of Pain has the Aegis. And a Lincoln's, in fact. Nice, still a popping rage, hitting this tower already down to about half health. Nice. Vacuum fall, but there's not so much to follow up. They've got a bunch of illusions and they're all into lifesteal. They're doing some good damage, but not enough. Although, lifesteal, he's going to have to pop rage maybe. Queen of Pain, graved up, is A-okay. What, lifestealer dies? Jeez, they must have had some decent damage from the illusions because... Oh no, I think it was a miss armlet toggle. That's what it was. Faceless Void chasing after Dazzle. Uses that time dilation and has a Manta style completed. Tornado up. Gonna be the lift up and then the Sunstrike to finish them off. I think Queen of Pain might have been out of position there, or not so much out of position, but not in position. Really need to be using up this Aegis early in the game, because it is very, very valuable, especially on someone who is as farmed as she is.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Next big item is going to be the Shiva's Guard. She's got about halfway there, I'd say. Yeah, around that. Oh, ping. Ping, ping, ping. Something Invoker did Tusk was not happy with. Tusk, though, has a Solar Crest. I'm not sure where he found all this money. Maybe he just... traded in all his fish coins and redeemed them. but yeah, he's got a solid crest. That's going to be good against a bunch of people. Full dire team smoke up. Gonna be up against this Radiant Jakiro and Darkseer sitting in lane, but they kind of said something. They know something's coming. They're sneaking around the trees. Oh, who have they found? It's Tusk. Not a massive fight. Not a massive kill, but it's good.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now with Tusk down, that's a good part of the initiation. Plus the Yoga Magi's Bloodlust. And Sand King's stun forward onto the Jakiro doing some nice work. Ooh, but Faceless Void gets maybe not the greatest Chronosphere. It's onto the back end. Queen of Pain gonna go down almost instantly, but the Aegis is there. I don't know if it was the greatest idea to target her. Dazzle has his grave up in a couple seconds, having to rage that off. Now Queen of Pain can blink away nicely, is going to make it away. Nice ice path and Sunstrike onto Queen of Pain doing some decent damage, but again blink away. Little toggle on the lifestealer, is he going to have it? Yes he is. Queen of Pain blinking forward again. Grave out on her, only 1 second left. Stun. Ooh, doesn't get it in time and goes down. Unfortunate, has buyback ready in case she wants to come back in. But now, Sand King, he's mad. He wants something to happen. Uh-oh. Faceless Void is starting to turn things around. Gets a kill onto Lifestealer very, very quickly. EMP is enough to kill Sand King or to remove all these mana so he can't get away. What happened here? They pick up a creep? I don't understand. Patience from Zoe. I love how in that voice line, you can hear a Juggernaut hitting something with a sword straight afterwards. What's this? 2 buybacks on the side of SaltySeaSalt. SaltySeaSalt. They really don't want to lose his middle tower. They're committing a lot to it. To just 2 Forge Spirits at the moment. Question mark doing exactly what they had to do to force these buybacks to just instill a little bit of fear and then able to disengage, go back to farming the map. And enjoying. Whoa. Wowee. Check that out. Well, and we have a pause coming out from the Dazzle. F-God is mad. Hopefully he's not too mad and he can still play. So, Faceless Void has the Blink Dagger. That's good. It's going to allow him to get forward and get some really nice Chronospheres. We have seen... oh boy. We have seen a couple good Chronospheres. One of them comboing, for the first one, comboing with the Chaos Meteor, and then some other ones with Jakiro, Macropie in it. Always a classic combo. Though they need to make sure to hit the right enemies. Jakiro's back in. One pausing. Hopefully we are good to go. Queen of Pain. Bring us back in. Yeah, here we go.
Is under attack.
full enemy smoker, full dire smoker. Sorry, I don't say enemy because they're red. My brain just defaults it. Yeah, full dire smoker. They're gonna find Tusk. Oh no, there he goes. Invoker's gonna come in, try and help. But Zanki's just gonna have the 4 staff away, and it's gonna do a lot of good work here. Oh, he's channeling up the epicenter, going straight onto Void. Void makes it out with a nice time walk, Sonic Wave onto the side of the Radiant, blink forward, but oh, this might be a bit ballsy. They don't have that much help. Sand King is here. They're going to get the kill on the Tusk. Ice Path coming forward to stun a few places. Void silenced by this very handy Orchid pickup. Gonna have to blink away. Sand King, Cold Strike is on him. He can't do very much. He can't blink. Burrow Strike is not available, and this Tornado is going to do enough damage to kill him. What's Darkseid doing? He keeps on dropping this stout shield. I don't know if it is a stout shield or something, but it's ballsy, whatever it is. Question Mark are gonna barrel down this bottom lane, heading for a tower. They might be able to get it with no lifesteal up for a couple seconds, and Sand King not up yet. Faces Void just mantering off that silence very nicely. Done. Queen of Pain, no ultimate for a little while. Didn't decide to go for the Aghanims. Invoker's quite far forward, killing the Ogre Manager. He needs to bring himself up into the air. Lifestealer now changes his mind. Darkseer having to run away. Oh, he's quite low. He does go down. But there's 1 Rax. 2 Racks maybe if these Forge Spirits can get on it for a little while. Looks like Dazzle's got the right idea. He's going to try and get them, but is it before they go down? Siege Creep as well as the Forge Spirits. Oh, it's close, but they saved the Racks. Well, things looking not so great at the moment now for Salt. They had an extremely good early game lead, but just good, very, very good team fights from the side of Question Mark. Switching things up, now we have a 5k net worth lead. Oh, more like a 13k net worth lead. Even though the most farmed hero is still on the Dire, the next 3 are Radiant, and the towers have been equalized. Yes, they have. And in fact, the tier 3 tower advantage for Question Mark, so shrines are available for the taking. The Shield Scar was just grabbed on the Queen of Pain, so let's see if that makes a massive difference, especially against his Void. He's probably going to be doing the most damage. Though I would really like to see a pipe somewhere on SaltySeaSalt to deal with some of the Invoker and the Jakiro's magical damage output. Lifestealer, heading for his Assault Cuirass next. Quite a strong item. Ooh, Jakiro going to be scouted out. Why this going to punish? He's going to have quick fingers. Immediately getting back the scout. Roshan as well, I know. Both teams kind of want it. Dewarding top, very nicely done. A little bit of an obvious play there. So just since they have it right there. Backing off now. Ooh, looks like them. Oh, I've got some lag here. I'm not sure what's happening here. I know what is happening. Queen of Pain's getting out of here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. hopefully it clears up soon. I haven't had this issue before. Ooh. Okay. It appears we have lost the internet. Or no, my internet is fine. It's just the connection to Valve that's been lost. So we can. No. Right, we're fine. We're fine. We've changed the colour of the ground though. Because it's all randomized. I don't know. I just like it to change. And we're okay. We're okay. The stream is still all over the place, but I think we're plateauing out now. Alright, yeah, sorry about that, guys. No idea what caused that. And focus play I picked up as well as the Octarine core. He is starting to get very, very fun. In fact, now he is more fun than Quinterpine, the person he previously basically lost his lane to. Or Diana's middle tower goes down to an ogre match, to all of this aggressive play from question mark. He comes back to the he was a surprise inside. His voice now coming in though, he doesn't have substance, so it's not going to do all that much, or he gets trapped in the ice very quickly, just go through the macropire onto lifesteal. Oh, doing so much damage. This might be the end right now. Randrax is about to go down, and Salt looks like they are going to get taken out. Base forward, TP forward. There it is, good game. Damn. So, it only takes 42 minutes of time, and it's a 38-26. But question mark do take the 2-0 lead against SaltySeaSalt. Oh. They had a great early lead, but I think the lifestyle was so counted by this Faces Void. They had a couple of great combos. They might want to start banning the Darkseer out in the future because the amount of say vacuum into macropire or vacuum into ice wall meteor things like that was really, really strong. Anyway, we'll say GG all because they all did well. I'll plug my I'll tell my that's where they can watch it. Hopefully. Yep, alright. Well, I'm sorry to be abrupt about this, but I'm gonna go to bed because I am exhausted. Yeah. Let me just refresh this. Yeah, okay. Keep an eye out on YouTube. It will be up later on, so I'll just have to edit it a little bit. If you are watching on YouTube, I'd really appreciate if you gave me a subscribe and let's a little bit of feedback in the comment section, or just the upvote, downvote thing, just so I can have a little bit of feedback and know what to do, know what not to do, what you guys like, things like that. Anyway, I have been Blue, or Cerulean Blue, whichever you prefer, and this has been SaltySeaSalt versus question mark with a victory question mark 2-0. Anyway, thank you very much.